Welcome to Carnage Candy. I'm Sean, here to review the Hand That Rocks the Cradle 2025 remake of one of my favorite 90s thrillers, the original Hand That Rocks the Cradle from 1992. We have Micah Monroe. We have Mary Elizabeth Winstead as two women. And the story is, in the original and in this one, the nanny is scary and is going to wreak havoc on a family and try to manipulate the mother, the children, and the father, and kind of replace herself in the family situation here. So if you're not familiar with Carnage Candy, make sure and subscribe and like this video. That we make horror content all the time, and you can go to patreon.com/hangtime to support content like this directly as I dive right in. 1992, we have Rebecca De Mornay as the crazy nanny. And what is so spectacular about the original 1992 film is, number one, it is wholesome, like Americana thriller. You've got the dad from Alley Cat Strike, and you got Annabella Sciorra as the really sweet mom, and Rebecca De Mornay is so crazy and hot and just psychotic. And in the original film, Rebecca De Mornay is a woman who loses her husband and her baby because her husband was a gynecologist that was assaulting his female patients. Annabella Sciorra turns in Rebecca De Mornay's husband, and then things fall into place. Rebecca De Mornay goes to be the nanny and manipulate this mother, her husband, the children, to implode her entire family and take what she lost herself, right? The remake is nothing like that at all. I can honestly say that the remake is complete crap. It is so bad, which is really disappointing because I didn't know the remake was coming until recently, and I had actually, by happenstance, watched the 1992 film very shortly before I just finished watching this one. I'd watched the original a couple of weeks ago. And I saw the casting, was so excited. You've got Mary Elizabeth Winstead as the mother. You've got Micah Monroe, who is kind of our number one scream queen right now, as the psychotic nanny. And I was just like, cool, this is perfect casting. And the issues start right away. While the original was amazing because we know the stakes, we know why the nanny is infiltrating, and so we're watching it from all angles. We're watching the nanny manipulate her way into the family, and we're also watching the mother become the victim. The thing is that with the original, Rebecca De Mornay's performance and the writing of the 1992 version are so strong that you can understand how this nanny is infiltrating the family. Like, for instance, in the original, she steals an earring and puts it in the baby's crib during her interview and says, "Oh my God, I found the earring." And it's the mother's earring. And so from the get-go, like in the original, there's a lot of beats like that where it's like, oh, I'm a better mother than you. I can take better care of your family than you can. The original even goes so far as, since the crazy nanny, Rebecca De Mornay, has just lost her baby, she still has breast milk. She's still making milk. And she even, like, feeds the mother's baby from her own breasts to the point to where the baby won't nurse. And it drives, like, the real mother crazy. In this version, we have just a lack of chemistry from all accounts. The original has a husband that you really like, and he's very supportive. In this new one, we are completely miscast top to bottom. We have Raul Castillo, and who has no chemistry with Mary Elizabeth Winstead. The kids are perfectly fine. They do their job at being manipulated by Micah Monroe's character, Polly. But the husband here is like he's just like a roommate at best. He never believes the wife. He's also not he's not like the kind of husband that's getting seduced. And also, if he was going to get seduced, like in the original, he's very indifferent to his wife. It's very strange. He's horribly miscast. By the end of the movie, when he finds out that our nanny is a crazy person, he's like, "I'm sorry, I didn't believe you." And it's like, what are we doing here? But the chemistry from the jump is so horrible because Micah's character is immediately, as a viewer, you're like, man, she's a crackhead or something. She looks awful. Her hair is stringy and greasy. She looks malnourished and gaunt, and her eyes are sunken. And from the get-go, it's like, she is not a hireable nanny. And Mary Elizabeth Winstead's character is rich. This is a wealthy family in like a rich suburb in LA with a crazy nice house. And from the get-go, it's like, and she's a lawyer. And from the jump, it's like, why would you hire her? She looks like she's fucking strung out. And it come to grips with the fact that she turns out to be a drug addict. And it does not take any time to develop the manipulation, right? Micah doesn't listen to the advice to not use baby formula pretty soon on. She's already like coming after the husband early, but they never explore it. And she's really short with Mary Elizabeth Winstead's character. And just from the jump, it's like, as a viewer, I do not believe for a second that this mom would hire. And the mom is high maintenance. She's really high strung. She's overprotective of her kids. And so it's like, she's super anal about everything her kids do. And then she's going to go hire this very drugged out looking lady who's not nice, not really that sweet with the kids, who's really short with her, who doesn't prove herself as a nanny. She calls one reference, and the reference is like, yeah, she was our nanny for a couple of years, and she's like, okay, sure. So the dynamics are off, like, altogether. The husband is not like a presence. He's not charming. He's not a good dad. He can't take care of the kids on his own at all. He's not active with the kids in any way. And then Mary Elizabeth Winstead is on medication that is messing with her health. And then, like, as somebody who's like very, like, I'm a very liberal, progressive person. They have these lesbian and bisexual subplots that honestly, I was excited because I was like, okay, cool. This is what they're bringing to make it fresh and different. I was like, cool. That makes sense because the husband is such like a slouchy, like, nobody who's just a fucking bum who's not involved in his kids or wife's life. Like, that I was like, okay, cool. That makes sense because he's not seducible at all. So I was like, cool. We get some backstory that Mary Elizabeth Winstead did date women before her husband, so she's bi. Micah Monroe's character Polly is gay. And we get some sexual tension. We get a small choking, like, / massage scene. And we also get a scene where Mary Elizabeth Winstead watches Micah have sex with a date, kind of like a voyeuristic thing. And then it just goes nowhere. There's just no... just like no exploration of that after a certain point. It could have been an in for something like really intense and, you know, kind of sexy and kind of weird. Oh my God. And just a big fat nothing burger. We have, again, in the original movie, we have awesome subplots with the friends that are like, hey, that nanny's way too hot to be to be looked over. You better watch out because she could be dangerous. And you have some good friend subplots with Julianne Moore, where Rebecca De Mornay manipulates the mother into thinking her husband's cheating on her. There's nothing like that here, man. And it's such a nothing burger. It's awkwardly paced, and the chemistry is just completely lacking. They go a mile a minute between the mother's stages of feeling crazy. Mary Elizabeth Winstead turns out is kind of crazy. And it turns out that the girls have a history together, and that is the fulcrum at which Polly's character comes in to manipulate and insert herself into the life of the wife and her family. But it's all done off camera in a flashback that you don't understand until the end of the film. It's not like the first, where it's got a structured narrative where you see the wife did this, so this bad person is going to plot vengeance, and then you see the manipulation happen over the course of the movie. It's all backloaded into a flashback and expositionary tale that we've assembled by the 2/3 to 3/4 point in the movie. And it's all very melodramatic in a finale that makes me want the two leads to make up and forgive each other instead of fight to the death. And in the original, of course, we get a pretty awesome 90s fire poker versus kitchen knife kind of conclusion. And so you're kind of holding out for at least this really good, intense fight. Mother against vengeful nanny, wrecking the house and throw stuff. And we get like a little bit of it. And the issue is by the time the fight starts, they've already had such a powerful dialogue and kind of talking out their issues and trauma together that it's like, this is something just a conversation would have solved, because they do talk about it for so long by the end, to where Polly's character and the mother both come off as characters that could have settled this just with admittance and forgiveness of each other. But instead, they fight to the death for really no reason other than the dramatics. And about halfway through this fight, through this conversation, or through this battle, it just ends just instantly and without any build-up, and with what you call at the very beginning of the movie, a car speeds by their street. And the mother's like, there needs to be a stop sign there. And I look to my wife and I go, this nanny's going to get hit by a car at the end of the movie. And I'm not going to tell you what happens, but you could probably guess what happens. And it's all very disappointing. And the husband's just like, oh man, I should have listened to you. It's a nothing burger. I am begging everyone who has not seen The Hand That Rocks the Cradle from 1992 and has a Hulu subscription, do not watch this. Go watch the 1992 version. You will see incredible camera work. You will see Ernie Hudson. You will see the dad from Alley Cat Strike. You will see Rebecca De Mornay, just crazy and hot and furious. And you will see Annabella Sciorra like acting her ass off as a mother that is getting driven crazy. And you'll see dynamic, like really good manipulative storytelling. I do check myself whenever I'm like really excited for a remake, because it's like, how much did I love the original? And I love the original. I think it's a 10 out of 10. It's like a perfect thriller, top to bottom. And this one is so different and does so much nothing with the opportunities it did have to set itself apart, to just leave you wondering, why would this rich white lady hire a crackhead looking girl to watch her kids? There are warning signs from week 1 that this girl should be fired. And you, as the audience member, cannot get on board with the fact that she does not fire her instantly. Whereas the original, that is not a problem. It's like, I could understand how she would be fooled. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing here. A shot-for-shot remake would have been great. But here we are with another one. 2025. One of the best years for horror. But just another big, fat L stinker, man. Gosh. You should go watch Hand That Rocks the Cradle, though. It is spectacular. If you enjoyed this, make sure and give me a like. And let me know your thoughts on the Hand That Rocks the Cradle 1992. As soon as I want you to go watch it and you come back here and you tell me in the comments what you give the Hand That Rocks the Cradle 1992. And I will come back and I will answer every single one of them in the comments below. There you go. Go watch this short that Grayson made. It's awesome. I think I can put it here. I'm going to try. On what to watch on Shudder. Have a good one.